Lanthys seethed. I rode in the wild hunt before you were even a scrap of existence. Witch from Oorid. What?
I've never picked up on the fact that he calls her a witch from, and I know that Devlin and some of the other Illyrians call her a witch. I feel like most of the time, though, she is referenced as a queen, you know, the queen of death, the whatever. But I don't know, Lanthys, because he's a death god.
Right.
And he's bigger and older and otherworldly. I feel like when he says something, I'm like, does it have weight? I'm
Right?
not saying she's a witch. I mean, she's made, clearly. That already makes her different.
Sure, but why witch from Oorid specifically?
Because we don't think that's where the cauldron's from originally.
No, but when they were in the Bog of Oorid, I know they were talking about witches.
Yes.
But the way that they describe them doesn't sound like Nesta. Like
No,
the way,
and they make it sound like those witches have all died out.
Right,
And
yes.
I don't know if it's just because he doesn't recognize what she is. He does eventually say her name without her, kind of how similarly the bone carver did. You know, it whispers to me,
Yes.
Nesta. I don't know if it's just him picking up on this immense amount of power and he doesn't know where to place her. And so he's
Sure.
referencing her as a witch, and her magic feels dark. It doesn't feel like starlight or sunlight. But it's just
maybe-
interesting that he calls her that. And specifically from Oorid.
Yeah, if he had just called her a witch, like, okay, well,
Yeah.
that makes sense because that's maybe the closest thing he has to kind of slot her into that category. But a witch from Oorid is just so interesting.